Biggest killers during the Civil War were dysentery, typhoid, pneumonia, tuberculosis, malaria, and measles. During the Civil War, they did not have good medicine or good equipment to use. The Civil War medical instruments used during the Civil War would most likely do you more harm than actually help you. The most well-known piece of medical equipment during the Civil War was the bone saw. The one piece of medical technology during the Civil War that was actually quite beneficial to patients was chloroform. Bacteria played a major role in the loss of soldiers because once the bacteria got inside of them, they did not have the medication to help treat it. Some of the medical advances during the Civil War were development of a system of managing mass casualties, including aid stations, field hospitals, and general hospitals. Pavilion-style general hospitals which were well ventilated and clean. The importance of sanitation and hygiene in preventing infection, disease, and death among the troops in the field was demonstrated. The first antibiotic was penicillin, and it was discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming. He was sorting through dishes that had Staphylococcus on it, and he noticed something unusual on one of the dishes. There was a blob of mold growing on the part around the mold was clear and was later found out to be a rare strain of penicillin. Penicillin was important to the medical field because it helped reduce the number of deaths and amputations of troops during World War II. It also helped the medical field with injuries and diseases. Penicillin helped many more people survive diseases and wounds. So many people kept needing the use of penicillin, so a lot of it was having to be made. Penicillin had a major impact on people. It was the first antibiotic that could actually help a lot. It did help a lot of people and especially affected the soldiers in the war because they now had a hope of surviving if they got a bad wound or a disease. Penicillin is mostly effective against gram-positive bacteria. You should wash your hands when? After coughing or blowing your nose or sneezing. Before making food or eating food. After going to the bathroom, after playing outdoors, before and after changing contact lenses. Antibiotics work on bacterial infections. One problem with antibiotics is that they lose effectiveness over time. Antibiotics are so important in our lives today because we rely on them so much. Whenever someone has a viral infection, we use antibiotics to kill the bacteria. Ways to prevent antibiotic resistance. Do not take an antibiotic for a viral infection like the cold or the flu. Do not say send me your antibiotic for the next time you get sick. Take the antibiotic for as long as the prescribed dose that the healthcare provider tells you. Do not take any antibiotics that are prescribed for someone else. Antibiotic resistance is when the antibiotic has lost its ability to effectively control or kill bacterial growth. We should be worried about antibiotic resistance because the bacteria becomes resistant and continue to multiply and the antibiotic can no longer help. Repeated and improper uses of antibiotics are primary causes of the increase in drug-resistant bacteria. Smart use of antibiotics is the key to controlling the spread of the resistance. Antibacterial containing products have not been proven to prevent the spread of infection better than products that do contain antibacterial chemicals. An essential part of preventing the spread of infection in the community and at home is proper hygiene. This includes hand washing and cleaning shared items and surfaces. The overuse of antibacterial products, including disinfectants, may be producing strains of multi-antibiotic resistant bacteria. Some of the antibacterial products include soaps and detergents, hand lotions, window cleaners, cleaning cloths, mouthwashes, and toothpaste. Antibiotic resistance will become more of a problem because every day the resistance is becoming greater, so in the future we will need newer medication and antibiotics so it can keep up with the resistance. Do not take antibiotics for the following: a cold, the flu, most coughs and bronchitis, sore throats, except for those resulting from strep throat, and some ear infections.